What's up guys, this is Chris with Kingship Tech. Thanks for coming to the channel. Let's do a little bit of story time, and I have some exciting news at the end of the story. So let's hang in there, alright? Alright, so it is mine and my wife's anniversary trip, so we decided we plan a trip to go to Oregon. My wife and I, we love to go we just love to spend time together, and so we went shopping. We went to a couple, Nordstrom Rack, we went to some clothing stores. I personally wanted to go hit up some camera shops. I was mildly casually looking at cameras, as I always do, because if you've seen any of my other videos, I've been using the Canon M50 for everything, and it's been an awesome camera. It's the perfect, and I had a video called it the perfect compromise, the perfect camera that's $500 or less, and it does everything you ever wanted it to do. It's awesome, but I wanted and I was ready for something a little bit more pro. It had more pro features, and honestly, I'll be real. I wanted that full frame goodness, the meat, the deliciousness of full frame. So I went ahead and checked out some used camera shops, because in Oregon they have around the Portland Beaverton area, they have actually some pretty decent camera shops where you can actually touch cameras instead of just browse them on the internet, that kind of thing. So I got to be able to touch and feel some awesome cameras. Whew, good stuff. I went to this shop called the Shutterbug, and honestly, it was really cool. I really liked it, and the guy there, the salesman, was more than awesome, because he let me play with the cameras that I really wanted to touch and feel. Because sometimes you can get reviews like crazy, you can watch reviews of other people saying how good or bad it is, but it really comes down to personal preference and what you want or what I want. So it's really important. I highly suggest and recommend you guys, as much as you can, go grab a camera, go test it out for yourself. As much as you can, test it out before you decide to make a purchase. So I'm here at this camera store, Shutterbug. I'm looking across the wall of cameras, just like in amazement of what I see, and then there it is. There's the Canon EOS R. I'm like, ooh, the R. And then they have the RP. Ooh, the RP. And then they have the 90D, and they have the 6D Mark II. And so he pulls out the R for me, and I'm like, wow, that's awesome. Then he pulls the 28-70 f2. That monster beast of a lens lets me play with that whole setup for as long as I want. He pulls out the EOS RP. He pulls out the Canon RF 24-240, which is an amazing range, right, for an RF lens. Slap that on the RP, slap the 28-70 f2 on the EOS R, and I'm just bouncing around. I'm playing with both cameras. And then I look at him on the wall, I'm like, hey, that looks like a cool, is that the 16-35? Yeah, go ahead and slap that on there. Oh, is that the Sigma, what was it, 14-24? Yeah, let's slap that on there real quick. I'll pull out an adapter. I mean, I just went crazy. It was like, honestly, like I was in a candy store. It was so fun. I enjoyed all of it. And so what ended up happening was we went down on a Wednesday, played with all those cameras, and then we had to go to Cannon Beach. So I had Thursday, Friday, all day, well, the rest of the day Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, to go ahead and think about my decisions. Oh man, it was tough. Now, I really, really didn't want to spend $2,000, but that was the deal with the EOS R, and it is an incredible camera. The RP was on a deal, I think it was $1,200, and it came with the adapter. So my dilemma was I really, really, really wanted one. I've been looking at them for a while. It was my birthday coming up, and I knew I was going to get some birthday money along with some available funds, like from selling other gear that I had. So I knew I was going to be able to pay for it, but I wanted to just go ahead and take advantage of that tax. After touching and feeling the cameras, and knowing, honestly, it really came down to knowing my current level of experience, I went ahead and bought the RP. You surprised? I was surprised, because I definitely did not like what Canon did. I've already talked about it in some of my reviews. The Canon EOS RP, the Canon 90D, and the Canon M6 Mark II. They took out 24 frames per second. I complained about it big time. I really did, because why not? That's stupid. It's stupid. It's stupid. To take out 24p out of a camera, that's this industry standard for America, is 24 frames per second. Everything should come with it, standard. So I already ruled it out a while ago when I first heard about it. 24p, no 24p? No, I can't do that. And honestly, Canon, you did a really good job. You did a good, like, I really wanted to push and push and push for that EOS R because it had everything I wanted in a camera. But let's be real, I am an amateur. Do I need a $2,000 body? I want it, definitely want it, but do I really need it? Would I use it to its potential? I mean, I don't know if I was really using the Canon M50 to its fullest potential, but there was those downsides that I really wanted to fix. And so that's what was the whole reason for me buying this. The biggest reason I went with the RP is because it is a mirrorless system. It's a mirrorless camera. It is the future of Canon. Now, I could have definitely with the 60 Mark II, and it would have lasted me many years. I would say many years, many months, because, you know, knowing myself, I tend to upgrade after a year or so, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that now. I didn't want to start out with an old system, an already old system, and I am not used to a mirrored camera with the viewfinder not being live like an EVF. So I would have to train myself on how to use it, and honestly, I was okay with that because I wanted the experience of a legitimate photographer, what they go through, how they have to use their metering system to take pictures for the correct exposure. And right now I get spoiled with an EVF, and I have been spoiled with an EVF the whole time I've been on video or photography. The biggest concerns I had was the no 24p and the battery life, probably one of my biggest things that I struggled with. The 60, I think, is an awesome camera. I would still love to have it as a secondary camera. That's just me because I'm a tech nerd and you just want a little more stuff. I would still go for it with a heartbeat, and I might still try and do that in the future if funds allow me to be able to do that, because I think it would be a great paired up camera to the RP. But everything else about it was really, really great. I really liked the picture quality that came out of it. The RF lenses were absolutely stunning, and that's why I kind of wanted to already set myself up for future lenses if I were to go that route. So here's the best part. This is I'm so happy. Canon, I'm sure, tanked when it came to their cameras. Like, they weren't selling like they should have been. The RP, due to the no 24p, it probably did not take off like it should have. Same with the 90D or the Canon M6 Mark II. Those cameras probably would have taken off a lot higher if they would have just stuck with the 24p like they should have. Now, this is the best part. They are giving me back 24p this month in October. By the end of October, they're gonna have a software update. Woohoo! That's going to give me back my 24p. This video, as you can see, is not in 24p and 30p. And I was like, maybe I'll have a compromise. I'll just go ahead and switch my everything back into 30p. Some people say it's not a big deal, but after watching some of my videos on this thing, I see the difference, and I'm not a huge fan, but there was a compromise. There always is a compromise because there is no perfect camera system. 24p was a big deal to me, and I was like already struggling, like, man, maybe I'm gonna have to go ahead and sell this camera after all and get something that's going to fit better because I miss my 24p. And before I even had to do such a thing, Canon answered my prayers. Thank you, Canon, though you should have done this along, it should have been the original thing with the camera. But I'm gonna be able to have my 24p in all my videos now, and it's gonna be the perfect camera for me at this time period in my hobby and the skill level that I'm in. Let's be real, the Canon RP is going to be an incredible full frame mirrorless system for anybody to be able to get into on a budget when it comes to full frame cameras. It's gonna be the best seller. I honestly think that it's gonna sell like crazy. It's an awesome camera, It does everything. And I'm going to go into more depth, full in-depth review of my Canon RP, the features, and then compare it in detail against the 6D Mark II, the Canon EOS R, and the RP, and then obviously with the M50 and the M6 like I have here. Like, I have experience with all these cameras, so I want to do a justified in-depth review to show you guys why I went with this camera. Anyways, thanks for watching. I'm gonna work on that video, hopefully not too long away, not too far away from this video, and then it'll be good. So keep watching for that video. Subscribe, that way you can get notified. Make sure you hit that notifications bell when I post another video. So thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for coming on my journey of the vlogging camera, the perfect camera for me at this time. Alright, I'll see you guys later.